Profile 219 here, and we're gonna shoot the Taurus G3. This is a gun that I bought a couple months ago. Haven't had the opportunity to shoot it. Haven't really cleaned it either since it came out of the box. So I got a little target down here. We're gonna shoot it and then do some final thoughts. I got some Fiocchi 124 grain, I think it is, and then a little bit of Federal, just a couple rounds of Federal, about 5 or 6 rounds of Federal, and then we'll do a determination on how the gun performs. This is going to be the 17 rounds, so let's try and hit something. I haven't shot in quite some time, so bear with me here if I miss a lot. There we go. A little off on there. Missing. So, a couple of misses in there, not too bad. So we'll run this, and then get some thoughts on this gun. So if you see, my thumb was riding pretty high, so I hit the safety. I'm gonna try and put my finger on top of there. There we go. Alright. So we'll go and do a little bit of a review on this gun, tabletop. So we're back inside. It was pretty hot out, plus there's going to be storms rolling through. It was about 92 degrees. So I just got done shooting the G3. Small example, small portion. First time I've ever shot this gun. I've had this gun for a couple months now. Just bought it, threw it in the safe, took it out today and shot it. Didn't clean it, didn't do anything, and it performed flawlessly. No malfunctions. Usually with semi-autos, you get magazine problems, things like that. Didn't have it with this gun. So that's a plus. That's a bright side of the situation. Now, again, some of the pros and cons is, you know, if you don't like the grip texture on Taurus firearms because they're really aggressive, you can get some sandpaper and kind of sand it down, because it does have that grip texture in the front and the back and on the side panel. So you can kind of get a little bit of sandpaper if you're going to carry these guns so it doesn't rub up against your side. So that's one trick of the trade. The next thing is the trigger. The trigger you're going to have to get used to. It's nothing to write home about. The first couple of shots, I kind of got used to where it was going, where it was breaking, because it's got a lot of slop in the beginning of it. It's horrible. And then it hits the wall, and I have a tad bit of creep in my gun. I don't know about yours. Right there. And then the reset is good for follow-up shots. I really like that reset. But all in all, like, there's a lot of slop in Taurus guns, but right there, and then there's a little bit of grit there in my gun. I don't know how yours is, but it's manageable. It's workable. You can deal with it. I see these guns like, you know, this is gonna probably be an application for hunting for me. Probably take this thing hunting after I put a bunch of rounds through it, make sure it's reliable. That's probably what I'm going to use this gun for, because I'm not going to be worried that my $300 gun got scratched, got dinged, or I banged it on something and you know, messed up the finish. That's how I look at it with these budget guns. If again, in the video you can see me, I bumped the safety. I don't like the safety features on firearms. That was a problem. You know what I'm saying? That was user error again. That's my fault. But it's a good gun for taking like a first-time shooter out, especially this gun, because it's bigger and it's not going to have the recoil impulse that the smaller guns that have, like your Hellcats and your 365s. So there's a lot more real estate there to soak up some of that felt recoil. So I look at it as a good feature. And again, if you're going to be carrying some of these guns, whether it's this or the G3C, you can have that manual safety on there. And if you're not quite comfortable carrying around in the chamber, you can put a round in the chamber and then flip on that safety. Just remember, if you have to pull your firearm to flip the safety off, that might give you a little bit more peace of mind. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this gun. You can throw it in an ATV, you can throw it in your truck, keep it in the barn. You can do all kinds of little possibilities with these guns. You're not going to beat yourself up about it if the finish wears off or it gets scratched up or anything like that. So far so good. The gun is functioning well so far, and I gotta put some more rounds through it, and I gotta practice a lot more shooting. Even though I was shooting at really small plates, still there's no excuse. Would I recommend it? For first-time buyers, I think it's more ergonomic and it's lighter than one of those big old high points. I think that has a great advantage over it, over the high point. Plus, it comes with Metgar mags, and those are quality mags. Plus, you get 2 of them, 17, and I believe that's a 15 round mag too. So you got a couple of options here to deal with. Other than that, we'll have to see how this gun shakes out. For the most part, I believe it's going to be viable for my hunting efforts and things like that. So we'll have to see in a future video of shooting this gun and how it's going to pan out for it. But so far, so good. With all that being said, I like to thank my old and my new subscribers and just the people that zip through. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. It helps with the YouTube algorithms. Do that for everybody that you watch on YouTube. And like always, we'll catch you on the next one.